Up next on American Restoration. David Copperfield wants me to restore something for him.
This is just weird. I've got a bunch of items that may not be so nice.
I'm scared.
Lawsuit.
You know, I restore stuff. I don't usually preserve stuff.
And you meet the challenge.
It'd be an honor.
Well, don't up.
There's a Russian machine gun. Fire in the hole.
Do you have anybody you want to try this on?
Yes, I do. I'm Rick Dale. And at my shop, we share a passion to give new life to pieces from the past. Every project has its challenges, but there's no job we can't handle. This is American Restoration. I got a call from legendary illusionist David Copperfield, and he has a museum full of magical artifacts. He asked me to come by because there might be a project for me, and I can't imagine what it is. David Copperfield got something to get restored?
Yes, he does. He is getting some stuff ready right now.
Okay.
If you've got a minute, I can run you through the tour.
I can't wait. Let's go
Do
see.
it. I'm the executive producer for David Copperfield. The whole purpose of David's museum is to basically preserve magic from all around the world. And it's just great that people who come to see it all in one place.
Look at this stuff.
You're basically seeing everything that made Harry Houdini famous.
Wow.
When people think of Harry Houdini, they think of the water torch itself.
Right.
And this is it right here.
Wow.
This is filled with water.
Right?
They lower him in. He would be hung upside down, so his feet are sticking out the top. And then he close the curtain,
Right?
and he would escape from it. And for dramatic purposes, you know, he could wait longer, and the longer you wait, the more it seems impossible.
Yeah.
This was an amazing piece of theater.
I'm dying to know how the heck he got out of there.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
Yeah. I can't imagine how these tricks work. Amazing. Maybe if I give him a restoration secret, he'll tell me how it's done.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Nah, probably not.
So, this is not a magic trick, but it's very magical. David loves coin-operated machines, and this is a beautiful one. It's called a Violano Virtuoso. It's got a violin right here, a little keyboard back there.
Wow. That's beautiful.
It's crazy, huh?
Never seen anything like that.
And mechanically, it's pretty amazing. You know?
Yeah.
And it operates with the clapper. You know, I bet David is ready.
Okay.
You know what? He's in the puppet room. You
Yeah.
just head down the hall. I'll get the door for you.
Okay. I'm excited, but I'm a little worried of what he's going to actually show me to get restored. I really am. Hey, David.
Rick, how you doing?
Great to meet you.
Welcome. You having fun?
Oh, my God, this place is incredible.
I'm David Copperfield, and I've been doing magic for a long time. I make stuff disappear, I levitate stuff, and I'm happy to be alive. You know, I started not as a magician, I started as a ventriloquist.
Really?
By watching Paul Winchell. Do you remember Paul Winchell when you were a kid?
Yeah.
And he had his own TV show, and I needed to have a little friend just like that. And this was mine. It was the exact one. That's my mom and me and my little dummy there. And later on, after that, I decided to honor Paul Winchell with this little room that you can check out right now.
Let's see. Wow. Oh, my God.
All my childhood memories, and even before that.
Yeah.
Howdy Doody over there.
Yeah. I remember him, too.
I wish I could do ventriloquism. I really suck at it. So, but I love having this stuff.
But how'd you get into magic after that?
You know, I went to a magic store looking for a better dummy there, and I kind of fell in love with it, and I started taking out books on magic, but I wouldn't read the secret. I would read what the audience would see and try to figure out my own version of the secret. And I started inventing magic.
Right.
I was 12 years old. I was published in magic books, and, you know.
Wow, that early.
I was crappy at everything else, but magic I had somehow, kind of like you.
Yeah.
I could fix things, right? But I love things that surprise people that they haven't seen before. I also love this whole other collection that I have of amazing things, and that's what I'd love you to help me restore.
I can't even imagine what you're gonna show me.
You'll be surprised.
I
Follow
can't
me,
wait
follow
to
me.
see this.
I heard about Rick's talents, and I've got a bunch of items that are kind of unusual. Have a seat right here. I'm going to show you some stuff. Items that are, well, meant for a purpose that may not be so nice.
Okay.
Have a seat, relax, make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
Look up there at that tree. You almost said a curse word, I think. You're a good man. You're a good man. And the reason I dumped you is to show you the kind of things I want you to restore. All right?
Okay.
It's all of these machines. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Your heart's good? The pacemaker's
like
pacing?
the old roller coaster.
Lawsuit. All this stuff is the coolest stuff ever. It's all hazing practical joke devices that were built in the turn of the century to initiate people into lodges. It's made by the DeMolin Company, and these are things that I collect. It's awesome.
I've heard of the DeMolin Company before, but I've never seen any of these devices in person. They made pranks, but big ones. Everything from exploding coffins to fake guillotines. And they were meant to scare the crap out of some poor sucker and give everybody else a laugh.
This is a knife throwing board, and it's not really working great, but let's just demonstrate it now. Put your head here, and you'd be strapped.
Okay.
And you have your arms here and here. Do not move. And I'll explain the whole thing to you. Let me just make sure it's working temporarily here. Nice. Do not move. Nice.
You weren't kidding about not moving. Master magician David Copperfield has some extremely unusual items he'd like me to restore. Wow, this stuff is really cool.
The idea of this was not to fool an audience. The idea of this was to take one person and scare the
Jesus out of him.
No, exactly. Glad you said that. So this is your Bible.
Okay.
So what would happen was these knives would be hidden inside the board.
Okay.
And there'd be a person there with duplicates of these knives.
Okay.
Throwing these knives with light shining at them. So he couldn't see that he was throwing the knives behind him.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? This release happens. This guy is not going to be happy. Which is good.
Right.
This is old, and you got to still make it old. Right here, see this piece?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
If you get the wood back to that, not totally beautiful new.
Right. Tina's real important. So it looks like it's, 100 years old.
That's right. These holes would be hidden. So I think we need to redo this canvas.
Right.
And hide these slits.
Right.
Replace the leather things with old leather.
Okay.
You can duplicate these for me, right?
Yeah.
Do you have anybody you want to try this on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
You want to see the next thing?
Absolutely.
This is crazy stuff. This is a Ferris wheel goat. Here, I have the catalog picture, which is really, really great. They put the guy on there, and they'd strap him in.
Okay.
And he'd be blindfolded, and they'd wheel him around like this a little bit and kind of make fun of him. And then when he wasn't suspecting it, they would have him go upside down all the way like that, while an exploding device goes off in your butt.
What kind of crazy lodges did they have back in the day? I mean, the catalog even says that it made goat sounds. I mean, this is totally nuts. What it looks like to me is somebody's put it back together so that it didn't fall apart and it was laying around,
With some new bolts.
Right, so we'll go ahead and replace those and make those.
Like this.
Yeah.
The patina, I think, is great, so you don't have to touch that.
Okay. On the explosion portion of it, you want it to explode again?
I think so. The blank goes there, I think, and it fires out this way, I think.
Right. I think the hardest thing is parts that are missing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's whatever holds his body on here.
We think these are for what would strap him on there. But to actually see it work is the real...
Yeah.
That would be the fun part.
And this stuff's just bizarre. It's just bizarre.
Can you do it, though? Can you meet the challenge?
I've never seen this stuff. I've never touched this kind of stuff. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of nervous about this. But David Copperfield is a living legend, and I can't pass up the opportunity to work with him. I would love to do it. It would be an honor.
Well, don't up.
Yeah. Holy. As I'm walking off, he said, well, you better do a good job or else. I mean, where are you going to research this stuff? What was on what? I mean, how am I supposed to know? Talk about a pressure. Do not touch the horn. This is just weird. The Ferris wheel goat is supposed to fire a blank shell to scare the victim. The problem is, we can't figure out how it works. Hey, Doc. So I called in Doc, my gun expert, to hopefully shed some light on it.
What do you got there?
It's this crazy old-time stunt. On the bottom of it, it had this mounted underneath the seat. This is evidently the exploding device. I mean, have you ever seen any kind of a...
No, not like this.
I don't know. I thought that's where the shell would go in. You know, I don't know.
No, I don't think it fires.
No way!
Right.
That's amazing. The bat?
Yeah.
Oh my God, who knew? I mean, the catalog does show that it makes a bah sound to sort of fool the victim. So how's that work?
Let's see what we got in it. The goat sound is going to come from this reed. And it's got a groove down the center of it, so when the air flows through the tip,
Yeah.
it'll vibrate this and cause the goat sound.
That's great to know that that is the bah sound of the goat, but I still have a huge problem because it did go bang. I have no clue now at all how it works, but I have to have something that pops the shell.
Let me see what I got in my bag of tricks and see
Okay.
what we can
Okay.
use on that.
Okay? I sure hope you figure out this bad boy.
I want to shoot some real guns now.
Brentley plus guns? There's no way this is going to end well. Woo! Leonard's the perfect guy for the job. That's sharp.
I've never done this before.